Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day. As always, please watch out in the comment section for the robots pretending to be me. I've seen a huge uptick in them in the last week or so, but you should all know that that's probably not me asking you all those weird things. Thank you very much for all the support on the NFT drops that I have been dropping. Today is going to be a very special Friday drop, and I have the camera angled this way on the screen because one of them I think I can't actually show on YouTube. But yeah, that's going to be happening in exactly 1 hour. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. Very, very little price news today. There's exactly where we were yesterday. The cryptocurrency prices have more or less kind of stayed the same or actually gone up. Bitcoin had like a dip and then kind of went back up. It is currently down at the time of me making this video by only 1%. A lot of the other coins have begun to recover as well. The only real price news that we currently have, and I lightly use price news at the moment, it says new data on the amount of Bitcoin being scooped up by crypto whales and retail investors or retail traders signals that the bottom is in. This is according to Willy Woo. Woo is taking a closer look at the flow of Bitcoin to and from crypto exchanges. He says despite sideways price action, investors appear to be buying coins on exchanges and sending them to private wallets at a healthy pace. As price grinds sideways bearish, coins are being scooped up off exchanges at a very bullish rate. The latest sizing of withdrawals via deposits are at a local high and levels that signal a bottom whales are scooping. And there's a little chart right there. Wu says the numbers imply a supply shock is underway with demand for Bitcoin steadily outpacing the amount available on the market. He said, here's another view of it in terms of supply shock. The ratio of coins available on exchanges versus total supply inverted, so it tracks price. We had similar news to this more than like a couple of days ago as well. It was the same exact thing for Bitcoin and Ethereum. The amount of Bitcoin and Ethereum on cryptocurrency exchanges continues to decrease. We see that there's a lot of cryptocurrency that's being purchased up and people are putting it onto hardware wallets or cold storage, or basically it's moving into wallets that have not moved in a number of years. There are accumulation wallets that everyone seems to have, where basically coins go in, they do not come out, and we see that even as prices continue to slide sideways, that these wallets become larger and larger. Last week we had news that the largest wallets on the planet, what was it? Like, I think they purchased 100,000 Bitcoin over the course of 30 days or something like that. So yeah, not much price news wise, if you will. It's more like prices are still slightly where they were yesterday, but we see that the accumulation is definitely happening. Anyway, that's the price news. And without further ado, let's move on. And wow, this was way more popular than I thought it was actually going to be news. Shiba Inu's SHIB, long-awaited decentralized exchange known as Shiba Swap, has surpassed more than $1.5 billion in total value locked in less than 48 hours. Barely 2 days since the launch of Shiba Swap, a DeFi platform coming from the Ethereum-based meme project, Shiba Inu, more than $1.5 million worth of assets have been locked onto the exchange. As with many DeFi projects, Shiba Inu Swap also introduced a yield farming program, and this is what I think is going to be the most popular. It's being able to make extra money from the money that you already have. That allows users to stake their tokens for rewards. The project's pseudonymous creator, Toshi Kusama, I thought it was somebody else as well. Anyway, noted in a Medium post that the Shiba Inu army can stake either SHIB, Leash, or Bone, which are other coins on the actual platform as well. And 24 hours after launch, the total value locked reached $1 billion. Furthermore, it is currently at above $1.5 billion. And I tried sending a transaction sometime yesterday, and I think the actual gas or transactional fee for Ethereum was like $1.45, and I was like, okay, things are looking up. And then this launched, and the transaction fee went up to like $14 or $15, and I was like, oh. So anyway, this is very extremely all over the place popular news. I know a lot of people were definitely waiting for this to happen. It has happened. I assume this is actually going to be just as major as, and dare I say the words, Pancake Swap and Unicorn Swap. The cryptocurrency space is interesting. Anyway, this is extremely popular news. It's all over the place. Everybody's talking about Shiba Inu Swap and the DEX and how much money is inside of it. And I assume within a month we should have proper numbers as to the amount of people who are staking on said platform and how much money that they're getting, because passive income is the name of the game in the cryptocurrency space. And this is why I assume or think that this will do relatively well. Anyway, that's one of the most popular news stories out there. And let's move on. Next up, Turkey's crypto user base has grown more than 11 times over in the last year. A new survey from Turkish cryptocurrency exchange Paribu has shown the Cryptocurrency Awareness and Perception Survey of 2021, was conducted by Academitra Research, revealing the prospectus and behaviors of Turkish citizens toward Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. The first survey was completed last year. A significant discovery of last year's research was that only 0.7% of over 6,000 respondents traded crypto in some form. On top of that, 84% of respondents had never heard of Bitcoin or other. Have you never heard of Bitcoin? Do you have, now stop it. Do you have anyone in your life who has not heard of Bitcoin at this point? And I mean that in complete honesty. I have, we all think we all do, family members who are over the age of like 55 or 60, 65, who know what Bitcoin is. They may not know explicitly what Bitcoin does, but they definitely have heard of and know of Bitcoin and know that it's a digital currency. So I find that a little hard to believe, unless they were only asking like people who are like 95 years old. This year, however, shows a substantial jump in terms of cryptocurrency usage in the country. Out of 1,400 respondents, 7.7% said they traded with Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies, marking a jump of 11 times in crypto users compared to even... And I'm sure it's actually even higher than that. A lot of these surveys that we end up getting done have like a very small percentage of people. For those of you who weren't here in the last 9 months on this planet, and haven't been looking at what the central banks and governments in a lot of countries, it's not just the one on the screen, have been doing with people's money and the economy collapsing and inflation, wiping out their currency and people moving to cryptocurrencies in general. This is also, it's not a mimic of anything, but it's more like we've heard, me, you, I, us, over the last 9 months. How many times have we had news? Currency was collapsing, government was taking money, something was wrong with the bank. They just had something a couple of months ago where the president had to fire the head of the central bank because he didn't like his monetary policies, and I think they're also very close to negative interest rates, or they have negative interest rates, and the people in the country were probably looking at the news and they were like, hey, that's garbage, let's do something about that. So I'm pretty sure a lot more people are into crypto than this survey would even have us believe. I'd like to assume that people understand inflation and that their money is going away. Anyway, so the point is, we had news, we maybe twice a week we get some kind of news like this. Good. I hope it continues. I hope these people understand that their local currency is garbage, will continue to be garbage, and there are ways to get out of that, and there are ways to protect your money. And yeah. Anyway, that's a gigantic coin is standing on the planet news. That would be terrifying. Can you imagine waking up and you just see a gigantic coin looking over your country? Anyway, okay, all right. Let's move on. Next up oh my gosh, I'm going to fake being surprised for the 90th time this year. Just a few months after bashing Bitcoin for its enhanced volatility and supposed impracticality, Bank of America has reportedly set up a new designated research team to look into digital assets. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. What? Citing an internal memo, Bloomberg reported earlier that the U.S. multinational investment bank is the next in line to join the cryptocurrency bandwagon. According to the coverage, Bank of America has already established a new dedicated team to research cryptocurrencies. Although few details are known as of now, wink. Bloomberg said Aikesh Shah will be at the forefront of the new endeavor. He will report to Michael Maras, currently leading fixed income, currencies, and commodities research at the bank. Here's the Bloomberg report right here. None of you should be surprised ever at any point. I told you this was going to happen, not explicitly that Bank of America was getting directly into cryptocurrencies, but every single time that any bank, any government, any hedge fund manager, any rich person has taken time out of their day to waste their breath to talk negatively about the cryptocurrency space, 2, 3, 4, 5 months later, they've all gotten into the cryptocurrency space. Every single time, without fail. So this news is actually being rushed around and touted as like, wow, I cannot believe that such a large entity would do such a thing like this. How are they getting into the cryptocurrency space? It happens over and over. If this was the first time that this had happened, or maybe even the third time, I would go, wow, we're on a really good streak. Nope, it has happened every single time over the last, 5 or so years. So I'm going to assume, here's an assumption, Bank of America is probably also going to be trying to start their own cryptocurrency exchange. I'm pretty sure that they are working with the SEC or CFTC or the ABC to be able to custody cryptocurrencies themselves. I'm pretty sure, now I don't know because I don't work for Bank of America and I'm not one of the internal people, but we can probably safely assume that they are either gearing up to or already do directly or indirectly owning Grayscale's Bitcoin trust stocks, or owning the Bitcoin directly themselves through some other third party, which basically allows them to have a person, an envoy, go out there, buy the coins for them, lock it up somewhere so that Bank of America's name is never actually on any paperwork. It's kind of ridiculous. It keeps happening over and over. Yeah, even the announcement of them launching a research team, stop it. Like, everything is coordinated. Everything is done with a plan. You simply don't have these things come to the news and go, well, we're just researching at the moment. No, we also had Bank of America news in 2017 and 2018 when Fidelity announced that they would be getting into cryptocurrencies. But I think Bank of America has just tried to be more hush-hush. So anyway, that's the banks are still in love with cryptocurrencies and they're probably buying all of it. And these are probably some of the whale addresses that Mr. Willy Woo is talking about because, just logic at this point. I don't know who's really not paying attention at this point. If you're in the cryptocurrency space, if you've been watching my videos and I mean the more than the last 3 months, I hopefully understand that you get it. Because it's just abundantly obvious at this point that they're all into the cryptocurrency space and buying it. Anyway, that's the Bank of America news. Let's move on. Next up, Visa has announced Wednesday that the transactions via crypto-linked Visa cards exceeded $1 billion in just 3 months. The company further said that it is partnering with 50 major global cryptocurrency platforms to launch crypto card programs that make it easy to convert and spend digital currency at 70 million merchants worldwide. Backing it up a little bit, card platforms hated us years ago. The idea was, and even funnier, is that people would not need these cards at all. And we do not, as it actually stands right now. You can actually just scan things with your phone or QR code it, yada, yada, yada. But for those of you who missed the announcement a couple of months ago, Visa and MasterCard are going full force, full rocket ahead, full steam train, coal. I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, straightforward to make sure that they are in the cryptocurrency space, and they have become adamant. And Visa and MasterCard have both announced months ago that they think the cryptocurrency space is just beginning and it's going to be absolutely major. The smartest thing that they've done for themselves is to make sure that they're the actual issuer of these new cards that are coming out for people to be able to use their cryptocurrencies with. The news being that in 3 months on their cards, $1 billion worth of crypto was actually spent or used, which is a huge indication as well, because they also got a huge portion of those fees as well. Not really much to report here, if you will. It's more so every single financial entity is into cryptocurrencies. I need to make that clear if the news has not already done so. I knew that they were into crypto when in 2018 when Facebook announced their crypto. And there was like you guys like remember there was like a webbed chart kind of thing, and it showed all the companies who were like partners in their crypto, because it's not a cryptocurrency, that they were trying to launch. And Visa and MasterCard were side by side, all buddy, and then it was Uber and it was Lyft, and then we had what was it? Rumors in 2019 and 2020 that Uber and Lyft were also thinking of launching cryptocurrency payments, but I think the advent of 19 probably put a really big hamper in a lot of these things, because we were also supposed to have Tesla and Uber self-driving cars on the road in 2020, but 19. Anyway, that's the Visa news, just in case you thought that Visa was like, nope, we're not going to be using crypto. All these companies own cryptocurrencies. All right, that's the Visa news. Let's move on. Why'd I say it like that? Let's move on. What's this one? Also, I guess today's like Rich News Day or something like that. A survey by Nickel Digital Asset Management shows that 82% of institutional investors and wealth managers are planning to increase their cryptocurrency exposure between now and 2023. The survey reportedly asked institutional investors and wealth managers from the US, UK, France, Germany, and the UAE, who currently have exposure to cryptocurrencies and digital assets, about their crypto investment strategies. It was conducted between May and June. According to the results, 82 is going to be 100%, but 82% of respondents expect to increase their crypto exposure between now and 2023. If we get a resurgence in prices, I highly doubt that some company is going to be like, oh gosh, we got to wait until 2023. Nope, that number is going to be 100%. 40% said they will dramatically increase their crypto holdings. 7% said they would reduce their exposure. Okay, sure. And 1% said they would sell their entire holdings of crypto assets. Well, we can't all be winners. So anyway, 82% of institutional investors plan to increase cryptocurrency exposure. Behind the scenes, I would love, and this is about the 38th time that I've said this, I would love to sit in one of these meetings. How I wish I could sit in one of these meetings, just to sit at the table, not even invest. I just want to hear what they're talking about. Because to have all these mega names, now understand, every single mega financial institution on the planet is into crypto. This idea trickles down to all the smaller companies as well. If these 50 entities are into it, well, that means they're going to grab all the crypto that there actually is. We as a smaller company have to do the exact same thing. So I can really only wonder like how money is being shuffled around, the stocks and stuff that are being sold. Don't forget that MicroStrategy is also selling $1 billion worth of stock to be able to buy crypto. And how unsurprising would it be, as we've just gone through a dip in prices, if by Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday of next week that we end up hearing that 3 more institutions have purchased large quantities of cryptocurrencies, because it keeps happening over and over and over. So the news is rich people continue or will continue to plan on buying cryptocurrencies. Here's the actual post for it right here. I'm not accepting those cookies on this website, but you can see the gist of it. It says, study shows institutional investors are increasingly focusing on cryptocurrencies and digital assets. And this is from Institutional Asset Manager. Really good on being able to get that website name. That is all right. Anyway, wait, is this the same? Yep. Most institutional investors expect to increase crypto exposure by 2023. Fantasticals. And without further ado, let's move on. Next up, the Switzerland-based bank known as Sygnum has revealed on Tuesday that the firm now allows Ethereum 2.0 staking. The FINMA-approved company's customers can access the Ethereum-based staking services by Sygnum's banking platform. Last November, Sygnum Bank AG revealed that it partnered with the company's Taurus Group, a firm that also works with Seba Bank and other Swiss fintech services. The financial services company also detailed at the time the partnership with Taurus also revealed the staking account available would leverage the Tezos network, a proof-of-stake blockchain, Now, Signum is allowing customers to stake Ethereum via the fintech firm's banking platform. Signum considers itself the first FINMA-approved bank to enter into the ETH 2.0 staking space. And this follows the news that we got a couple of days ago. It was JP Morgan Chase. Was it Morgan Stanley? What's the other really big name? The bank. I can never remember what it is. And when I see it, I'm like, okay, I'm never going to forget that. And then I forget it about 5 minutes later. Basically, these banks came out, and JP Morgan being the most popular one, came out saying that they almost had the name. One of the banks said that they expect Ethereum to flip Bitcoin. Sure. And the other one, JP Morgan, said that they expect the staking economy to be absolutely massive and that it will begin with Ethereum 2.0 and people locking up their coins into the platform to be able to make passive income. So this is exactly what the bank is doing as well. I'm still shocked that anyone even thinks that they're going to get any money from their bank. I wonder when the transition from normal people to the crypto ecosystem will begin. I think maybe all world economies need like a little bit more of a push. For those of you who missed that video about 3 months ago, I went over, that what's the point of having a bank account when you can have a stable coin account? If your fear is that you don't want to cash into crypto for whatever reason, your reasoning might be, but you're afraid of the volatility. Well, guess what? We have stable coins, and your bank is offering you 0.01% on your money after a year of you having it there, and or now, and is also a thing, a negative interest rate bank account. So they're taking money from you every single year. With a stable, now just to throw this out there, with a stable coin account, you can get 4 to 7% on your actual money. So you still get the stability of the 1-to-1, but you're not making 0.01, you're making 4 to 7%. Now on the other side of that, same exact thing with Ethereum, I think the interest rate is fluctuating, but I don't mind, and I'm pretty sure no one else does, the fluctuations. I think the Ethereum 2.0 staking rate is between 6 to 21%. So even on a bad day, you're getting 6%. On a really good, weird fluctuation day, you're making 21%. Where's the problem? So, anyway, this is another bank who's into crypto, who really likes it, and people within their bank can now start staking Ethereum. It's coming to a bank near you. I gave it about a good 2 years. Once the bank has acquired enough cryptocurrency for them, and they know that the supply is very thin, and no one else can actually acquire these things. And also, we are very close to the next Ethereum upgrade. So hope everybody's prepared, because I know that a lot of people aren't. So if you've been paying attention, good for your wallet. Anyway, let's move on. Next up, Miami's Institute of Contemporary Art, known as ICAM, has got its hand on a CryptoPunk non-fungible token thanks to a generous donor. This is extremely popular news. I think I only have 2 tabs up here. When I say popular, I mean this blew me away how many news outlets were talking about this. According to a press release on Tuesday, the Institute has scooped up CryptoPunk number 5293, one of the 10,000 unique 24 by 24 pixel icons created in 2017 by Larva Labs. CryptoPunk 5293 joins the ICM Miami collection as a work that is truly representative of the cultural zeitgeist and will have historic significance for generations to come. And the NFTs that they created sold in between $34,000 to $123,000 per crypto. I think one of these even sold with Sotheby's. Was it like $14 million or something like that? So the news is the CryptoPunks are extremely popular. People are scooping them up. I don't even know what word to actually use for this, but yeah. I think the news must be that a CryptoPunk NFT that cost a lot of money is now inside of a museum. It's kind of like, some of you may remember, I'm not sure if all of you, remember years and years and years and years and years and years and years ago, where there was that situation where Banksy walked into the museum by himself had one of his paintings and like he hung it up on a wall and nobody knew it was there for like a week, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that Banksy would do something like that. And they took it down, and then I think, what was it, like 10 years later, like it's actually in that museum now. So I guess it's kind of the advent of NFTs being inside of museums. Anyway, that's one of the more popular, I mean, this was mega popular news. CryptoPunks NFT land in major art museum. I think the craziest part will be if it lands in like the Louvre or like the MoMA, which I'm pretty sure they're probably also in talks of doing as well. Who am I joking? Of course it's going to happen. Anyway, that's the CryptoPunk NFT 55293 landing in major Miami. See, the word just says Miami, so it's in Miami. All right, let's move on. And to finish things off, Coinbase has announced that they are going to be hiring a huge number of people to help with their services, because allegedly, people have been saying that their services are garbage. Since Brian Armstrong founded the company 9 years ago, complaints from customers have racked up. In 2018, Mashable obtained a 134-page report of consumer complaints through a Freedom of Information Access request to the US SEC. The picture that emerged back then was that disgruntled Coinbase users generally had two problems. Either their funds had mysteriously disappeared, and I mentioned this to you before, it may be time for you to learn how to custody your own cryptocurrencies. Take 5 minutes, learn how to do it. The information is free online. And also, please don't have all your crypto in one space. I know it's tedious. I know you don't want to learn to do stuff, but no, the problem, and I say these things not because I like hearing my voice. It's more so I have been here for such a long time. I've seen what happens. A lot of people take all their money, put it in one space, and then there are places within the cryptocurrency ecosystem that either shut down, the funds disappear, or people are locked out of their accounts or forget their passwords. There's a multitude of things that can happen. So unless you want that to be you, now listen, imagine, let's say you have a good 5K, 10K in the cryptocurrency space. It's the year 2025 and you're like, oh snaps, I have money in crypto. You realize that the money that you had that was 5K back then is a cool $189,000. Guess what? You can't get into your account. You're locked out. Your funds are frozen. Something has gone wrong. Will you be this upset? Or will you be this upset? Just gonna throw that out there for everyone. Generally had two problems. Either their funds mysteriously disappeared, often prompting accusations that Coinbase itself had sequestered the money, or they'd been locked out of their accounts. When Coinbase went public in April, the New York Times reported that Coinbase customers still flagged the recurring problems of disappearing funds, and account lockouts. Little had changed, allegedly. But Coinbase says things are getting better. In yesterday's blog post, Casper Sorensen, is that someone's name? That's the rest of really, someone's name is Casper? Is that a real name? It's a really cool name. Anyway, VP of Customer Support said the exchange had drastically reduced its backlog of customer complaints. Since the start of the year, Sorensen said that Coinbase has reduced the number of times its active customers have contacted the... You know what's bad? So I have a very weird imagination. He said that the number of times that active customers had contacted the company was reduced by 70%. Have you ever been on a website before where you try to contact customer service and you have to dig 5 pages deep to be able to find a way to actually contact them? Wouldn't it be weird if it dropped by 70% because no one could figure out where the button was to click contact? I have a weird imagination. Anyway, so they said they're hiring an extra 3,000 agents, backing it up as well. Coinbase also announced yesterday, or like the day before, that they are going to be hiring tons of people in India. Not even making a joke, but I'm gonna add 1 and 1 and hope that it makes 11, because that's a little bit too on the nose. Coinbase just announced that they were going to be expanding rapidly into India. Where are you finding those extra 3,000 agents? Anyway, that's the Coinbase news. Once again, don't have, like, there's a reason why the phrase is there. Don't have all your eggs in one basket. Don't have all your crypto on one platform, because I don't want anybody to be sad in the future. I want you to be rich, not to be sad, you know. As always, a very special thank you to my Patreon supporters, Professor Wally from Gunbot University, Fudweiser, Mortified, Roman Gaba, Bitcoin, Ben Arachno, Dave, Tony Ambroski, The Dealer's Den, Red Plump Tomato, Umnu, Wishniki, The Letter M, Stefan Dirks, Not Brain, Captain Something in the Z-Way, Lay Crypto, Black Sheep, AJ Cut 5, Speedy655, and Carlos was like, Mobarazi, Jojo, Shasho, VB Nerd 21, Miguel Grole, Lauren De Silva, Quarterbitty, Barebones, Mining, Troy, all good. Space Case, Need a Miracle, Pattern Noster, Conan Noska, Bleg Day, Snacky Chan, Tolik Banana, Auspicious Agile and Blockchain, Navarro Williams, David James, Attila the Han, Yasha Harari, Utopia 569, Moonman High, XRP, Martin Stoyer, Nostromo, John Sarson, The Animal Reader, Ebibiaphobia, Todd, Mullis, Adam, Graysick, Moha Maroni, Massive Adventures in Thailand, Jared Snyder, Wise Night Owl, 242 to the World, Bankroll Network, Crypto Artist, Cole D3D, Damien, Setsuna, Richie Richard III, Vlad the Impaler, Paxis, Nick Munn, Gialavodi, Jim Gardner, Jimmy Fox, Minting Coins, Miller, Hitchchest, Everyday and Costly Leg Day, Yester Crypto, Body McBoatface, Anytime Fitness, Monster and Staff, Bake Me a Cake, Tigger and Macho Nisa, On Crypto with Lionel, Crayola Michelle, URL, and Bolero Bastos. Thank you all very, very much for your support. Thank you to everyone who is a member of the channel. Thank you to everyone who left a like, who left a comment, who subscribed. I didn't say leave a subscribe this time. See, I'm learning. Thank you for all the support on the NFTs. I do appreciate it. I do really appreciate it. Thank you very, 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 very much for all the support across all platforms. At the moment, Bitcoin is up by 1.17%. There was a huge move upward towards the evening, and then we're like down, but still up. If that makes any sense, I know it doesn't, but alas, the screen is in green. Other coins are trying to pump up as well. I think Dogecoin was just in green as well. Uniswap is slightly in green. Litecoin is slightly in green. We'll see exactly where the rest of the day takes us. No real reason why the prices should be down, except for the whales making sure that they can accumulate more at a lower price. Luna's up by 6%. Crypto Chain Token Chain is up by 2.8. Leo Unis said Leo is up by 5. Cosmos is up by 6. Anything else? Avalanche is up by 2. The Graph is up by 4.5. Yeah. I do hope you all enjoyed. I do hope you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope that it is absolutely fantastic. Enjoy your Friday. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.